Welcome everybody to What's Up Bolts. Interesting game to say the least. 17-13 Chargers victory, advanced to 8-4. Definitely a defensive performance. I mean, you got to tip your hat off to Jesse Minter and the Chargers defense. We'll get into everything: the offense, the defense, all of that good stuff. Kirk Cousins, wow, that coming off a bye week and throwing 4 interceptions, that was pretty bad. Plus, the new guy gets an interception, so we'll definitely get into all that stuff. And Dan and Daygo's coming up. We'll see what his thoughts are after that game. So we'll definitely Xavier defenses win championships, but yeah, we have to get into everything about this Chargers receiving core because holy smokes. But yeah, let's get into it. But first, let's go with the intro.
Compas on the beat. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. So where's Compas?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
Some guy that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Daygo is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Look at that. The guy that made the game clinching, the game sealing interception says, watch Compas on the beat. So make sure you guys do that. I know you guys all do. I know Brett does. Jay Alvarez, I appreciate that comment. He said, love the show. Always look forward to you guys. Appreciate it. Brett, King Rye, Xavier, Robert D, Jay, Alex, you guys all know, Jeffrey, you guys all are tuned in like Derwin says. So definitely appreciate it. But you guys aren't waiting for me to talk. I know you guys are waiting for somebody else to kind of get into it. So let's get him on now. Let's see what his thoughts are. Here is CIF winning offensive line coach. The guy that you guys love, Dan and Daygo.
Let's go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. How in the hell is everybody doing? I know it looks a little different. Forgot the iPad or forgot the laptop at the office, but that's all right. We're going to roll with it. That's what we do here. We problem solve. Oh, geez. Let me get one of these rolling. We problem solve here. You know, I just don't know what to say for now because that was about as piss poor and ugly an offensive performance as I've seen, I think, all season. Like, that was just bad, dude. Like, you know, they couldn't sustain drives, couldn't do the little things. Like, my God, an absolute heaven. But, hey, it's like someone said in the comments, they found a way.
Before we get into all of that, Jeffrey, I know you guys love me. I'm just saying we all love Dan and Daygo. I'm just presenting them. I know you guys love me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And no, I was just saying the guy that we all love, Dan and Dan. I wanted to give him a good intro, especially after winning his CIF championship on Saturday night. Jay said congratulations. He
Shout
said
out, Jay.
another WCIF.
Appreciate
Definitely.
you,
LG370 says my champion, Coach
Oh,
Dan and
dear
Daygo.
God.
So yeah, that was
Yeah, by the way, Jeff, I'm not at Moe's today. I forgot the laptop.
Alex
Jeff,
says
that was you. Okay, I'll follow you back. I'll follow you back on Instagram. That was you. Okay.
Yeah, so everybody's saying congrats to Dan. Appreciate you guys for congratulating Dan.
Shout out. Appreciate you guys.
King Rye, there is nobody that does it better than Dan. He coughs and he laughs at the same time.
I get caught with that every week, dude. I'm like, my God, I should have been prepared.
But I definitely thought that the charge. I mean, you got to tip your hat off right off the bat to Tarheeb. Oh, thank you, Matt. Don't forget, everybody who's here, please like the video. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you guys. Reminding us because sometimes we don't remember. But Dan, right off the bat, Tarheeb Still, rookie cornerback. I know what everybody wants to talk about, but we got to talk about something else. Did you see what he posted on his Instagram, Dan?
You're talking about Tarheeb Still. I did see that he had a nice little note waiting for him.
He goes, I went too fed.
I didn't understand the Fed part. I thought that was slang or something, but I was like,
yeah,
okay.
no, it is slang. Like he's like I did too well at the Feds are now after me.
Yeah, apparently, right now they're coming after him.
It's if you look closely, it says you have been selected by the NFL drug testing program. Independent administrator completed performance for performance enhancing drugs.
Well, let me tell you something. They're nervous. They're nervous because Mahomes has been turning over the ball a lot lately. And guess who we randomly play next week? He better piss Aquafina because I'm going to piss if we lose another player because we're playing the Chiefs Queendom out there in Missouri.
I do want to go back to something that I think it was Robert that said it. He said complete defense. They ran all over them, passed all over, only 1 sack, and the turnovers for the last 3 games, the only bright spot. To be honest, Robert, I mean, in my opinion, the Chargers defense did what they've been doing all season. Bend, don't break. You only allowed 7. I know they threw all over you. They only allowed 7 points in the game. They allowed 3 field goal attempts, and those 7 points, if we're being honest, Robert, came after that turnover by Haskins.
Oh, that was so bad, dude.
If that doesn't happen, who knows if these guys score? The Chargers defense, something happens when they get in that red zone where they really relax, they calm down. I think they've only allowed 12 touchdowns this season. So it's I mean, as of right now, they're doing everything that they need to do, and the defense was really a bright spot. I know it's that bend don't break style. These guys still don't have all the guys that they want on defense. You're missing Alohi Gilman, you're missing Denzel Perryman, and you're missing Cam Hart. And to be able to come out and have a performance like they did, I mean, if it wasn't for that pick six by Tarheeb, who knows if the Chargers end up winning that game. So it's just the little things like that win you games. I know it's not like the complete game that everybody wants where they sack him 15 times or not 15, sorry, like 6 or 7 times, and then they picked him off 4 times, and one of them came in the red zone. The other one was a pick six that turned into a touchdown. Another one stopped the drive, and then obviously the game clinching interception where Derwin saw exactly where Kirk was going. I mean, that was something that they definitely needed. But Dan, before we get into everything, I know you're waiting.
I'm waiting.
Here's the video. No, I get it. It was Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins still, I mean, he's not the greatest quarterback, but he's also not a slappy either. I mean, they've beaten Tampa twice. They haven't. Kirk is still a solid. I mean, I know he's not Mahomes, but I mean, even Mahomes hasn't been Mahomes this season. Well, actually, his performance against the Raiders.
Hey, but this was perfect because if he's as bad as he thinks, and that's what they.
But after the last 2 games that they've had, in the last 2 weeks, you kind of needed a performance like this. And but all right, let me we'll get back to that. We'll put a feather in that. Dan,
put a pin in that.
Here it is.
8-4 is what we are. That was one heck of a win right there. And I got to tell you, man, I'm just thankful you overcame my coaching decisions. And I just wanted, hey, you know how big that win is? Yes, sir. You can never have a bigger win than that right there. Yes, that was huge. Short week coming in here. I'm not going to use the terms like gritty and all that. That's been used. But that was one heck of a tough-ass win you came in here and got. Let's get the whole defense up here. The whole defense. I got to say one thing, though. Nobody's got it better than to coach you. I'm telling you, nobody. Just for the whole defense. Hey, defense. That was one hell of a job, defense. 1, 2, you know what to do. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Who nobody can deny. I want to give one shout out. I want to give a shout out to the offense, man. Offense did what you had to do. Hey, that 2-point play. Yes, sir. That 2-point play. That was a hell of a job. Give each other a high five. Who's got it better than us?
It's hilarious, dude. I could watch that guy all day. But my God, we need to make this man the minister of propaganda. The way he's able to frame a game in a perfect light and everything else. Because my God, that was just ugly. And I'm sure it's in front of the cameras and everything else too. But my God, offensively, even the 2-point looked like he almost bobbled that thing. That was not pretty, dude.
I have a stat for you if you're ready for it.
Oh yeah, let's see. Send it.
Hold on. Oh wow! According to Chris Rim, the Chargers have 6 turnovers this season. That is the fewest through 12 games since the Bears, Packers, and Rams all had 3, 5, and 6 in 1932.
He's talking about offensively?
Yeah.
That's one thing they've been good about, I think, all year is not turning the ball over. But like today, that was just like a bonehead type of fumble. Like get a clean quarterback, running back mesh, and just 2-hand that thing. It was short yardage. Of course, you got a 2-hand thing. But my God, the other thing that was super interesting offensively, again, I don't think we saw DJ Chark at all play the game, right?
You said what?
I don't think we saw DJ Chark at all.
He had a couple of snaps.
That is so curious to me because it's not like we got world beaters in front of him, so I don't understand why, what's going on there. That's just super interesting. Lad McConkey again coming up huge, reminded me a little bit of Keenan Allen, dude. Just coming up. How many grabs did he get today? Did he get double-digit grabs?
9. No, he had 9.
Almost. Okay. Yeah.
But,
Keenan Allen dude.
So here's the stat that I had for you. Sorry, it wasn't that one. Lad McConkey had 9 catches for 117 yards. The rest of the skill position players had 7 catches for 30 yards.
Yeah, that's just embarrassing right there. It's just bad, dude. It's just bad because, Herbert also playing the way he plays does not want to throw in tight windows either because he doesn't want to turn the ball over. And, of course, if there's a little bit, he says he trusts them and everything, and I totally get that. But, like, if there's no real trust between him and some of these guys, like the last thing you want is Quentin or one of these guys bopping up a ball and then getting picked, like because they're making an attempt on it. Johnson had a drop again today, and I don't think he caught a ball the rest of the day. So they're just not good at receiver. They can't run the football the way they want either. So that's kind of making them good at nothing, dude. They don't really have an identity right now, I don't think, and they're trying to figure it out.
Well, that's been my point all season is that I want like the Tom Brady led teams in the past and even the Patrick Mahomes led team. They've always had Rob Gronkowski or Travis Kelce. They've always had somebody in there that you can depend on that when you need that first down, he can get it to him. And I know people want to say that that's Lad, but I mean, that's Lad because that's because the rest of the skill position players are not very good. Yeah. So that's who Lad is right now. But if the Chargers were able to get somebody like that, then their offense would be better. But it sucks that, I mean, talking about this win and everything, you have to kind of go towards the offense because they had, hold on, I had the thing right here too.
They had like 7 plays in the third quarter to that like 17 or something crazy. And I was like, my God.
In the second half, they went 3 and out, fake punt, 3 and out. Yeah, so they went 3 and out in every single drive in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they did nothing. Virtually, they did nothing. Like that.
Yeah, no. Atlanta had the ball for 9, 11, 16, 17. They had the ball for 23 minutes in the second half.
It's just crazy, dude. Like, and the worst part is the defense is going to be the one that's going to have to carry the team but that's excessive, man, to not have a first down that's what you said, right? They didn't have a first down in the second half.
No, they didn't.
That's crazy. Like, you got to at least be able to sustain a drive, dude.
And not just that, but coming into this game, the Atlanta Falcons were the worst team the worst defense at sacking the quarterback.
Oh, that was the part that really pissed me off.
They sacked Herbert 5 times today.
Especially like, again, you're playing one of the better defenses this upcoming week. you just played one of the worst and couldn't really do anything. Like, what do you expect to do when you get out there and it's Chris Jones and I'm blanking, of course, on the DB's name, McDuffie, or is that the one they traded?
McDuffie.
Yeah, McDuffie's still there, yeah. And, Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton's still playing. He's not hurt or anything, right?
Nick Bolton. No, he is. He is.
Yeah. They got some players on that defense, and obviously Steve Spags is a good coordinator and everything else. So, the thing that worries me about these type of games is they're just going to be able to pin their ears back and just get after Herbert. And that's going to be the biggest thing you gotta be careful with. You've got to keep that guy alive if you want any shot in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? You're looking this whole time. What are you looking for?
No.
Something so crucial in there.
I think you guys are going to know better. Is this? Hold on, let's see.
Oh, that's Quavo. That's what they said.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know who. Like, I couldn't tell because of the. Like, I know that Dayon knows Quavo because of his dad and everything, but that's funny that they both gave him the jersey. Both Lad and Dayon gave him the jersey. Yeah, no, Dan, and going back to what we were talking about, and now you don't even have J.K. Dobbins, who's going to be out for the next 4 games, and going to what Robert D was telling us earlier. Next week, you face Isaiah Pacheco and you face Kareem Hunt.
Oh, my God.
And if there's no Denzel Perryman, that's going to get even more rough because they both could run all over the Chargers defense, and they could definitely make it. Oh, you're right, Jeffrey. Of course, yeah. Lad is going to know Quavo because he was a Georgia Bulldog. Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I didn't think he was a Bosco legend. That's kind of crazy. I like what Alex says here.
That's who I thought the Chargers were going to draft in because I think Staley worked him out. I thought that's who they were going to draft, but they ended up going.
Oh, don't even tell me. It's going to piss me off probably.
Oh, okay.
Who'd they go with?
Zion.
Oh, shit. God damn. I like what Alex says here, though. It's kind of funny. If you're struggling on offense or defense, just play the Chargers. You'll get back on track. Except for Kirk Cousins today, dude. Kirk Cousins was seeing ghosts out there. One bright spot that I'm happy about, I hope Tony Jefferson gets the nod, dude. I thought he played really well.
He was tackling.
He was down there, flying downhill, getting some tackles and everything else. That's exactly what you want to see. I hope he gets a nod for another game. I think he played well enough to at least get a chance for a little more playing time. But, obviously we'll see. I'm not in the building.
No, and you could tell Tony was really hyped up to play, especially because this was his opportunity to come out and show up, and he did really. And now without Alohi for the next 4 games, it's going to give Marcus May, by the way, Marcus May, what a play in the end zone.
With a huge pick,
Yeah, that's a big play. And like the announcer said, he was barely claimed off waivers, I think, on Tuesday. So I guess by Tuesday, they already knew that he was getting. Oh, Robert, we're going to get into that right now. That pissed off Dan, the fake punt.
My God, that was so stupid.
But just real quick, Marcus May to come off of being released, and then he comes in and right away making a play. And then another guy that made another big play that I don't think anybody's talking about is Tier Tart with that sack on. That was the only sack that they had on Kirk Cousins, but it was a huge sack because
big time.
They moved him to 2nd and 21, and that put him behind. That put him way behind, and they had to play catch up, and that's why Kirk was having to rush their throws. Another play. Tarheeb Still on 3rd down at the end of that game. Drake London, like it looked like Drake London had made that catch, and Tarheeb comes up and smacks it down. Maybe that's why he was also tested. But but that was a hell of a play by Tarheeb. Tarheeb really showed out today.
He was in a game ball for sure. My God,
this is what Jim had to. Was it Jim? Hold on, give me one. This is what.
I was gonna say, what round was he and Cam Hart drafted in? Was it the 5th?
5th. Both of them were 5th round
draft. Kind of crazy, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but just the way they're playing, it's kind of crazy that in one draft they've already done better than 11 years with these later round picks. It's kind of crazy the way that.
Well, I
works.
mean, but Telesco signed.
Stop it. You're talking about one undrafted free agent who was number 3 and then turned to 30. One guy in 11 years.
No, but I was also going to mention what's his name. They signed Casey Hayward. They had gotten Desmond King look like a steal at the beginning. Like, I mean, no, Alex, that's what I was mentioning last time. A lot of people, and that's why I don't trust numbers. You have to trust to a certain extent. But when people were throwing analytics like, oh, he was 170th in the 100 and whatever the shit projections, like, who cares about projections? If you can coach and you can play, they are going to help you do both. So I thought that was a dumb. That's why you can't pay attention to all that stuff. You have to wait until the games. That's why I never do any of that stuff. I never come out and I never do any of that because you just don't know until they get on the field and they play. So that's why I like staying away from all that stuff, because it's easy as a journalist to be like, well, the statistics say this or the stats say that, but that's just not the way this goes. So I kind of chill out on that. But
I love also what Uncle Jam says here. That helmet-to-helmet no call, that was absolute BS. If Derwin does that, he's suspended 2 years. 100%. I can't believe they missed that. And they supposedly have the stupid, what's the stupid, like, their version of VAR? What is it called?
Oh, no, but they only do it for catches and all this other stuff. They don't do it for that.
Oh, it's stupid. It's idiotic. I can't believe they missed that. And I'll tell you, Jeffrey asked, what did Gilberto have to say today, Dan? I can tell you. He's going like, come on. They played the Falcons. Kirk Cousins isn't good. He's not that good. The Falcons are okay. They're a fraud team. I bet you anything he's going to say that on Monday, Frau. Just bait him into it, and he'll take it. He's played.
Let me. Oh, week 13. Oh, my bad. Hold on.
What are you looking up now?
I am looking up. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
You found it.
Let's see.
Better be good now. The hell?
Oh, you're gonna get Dan.
It better not be some boom shit. I'll tell you that. Oh, no way. Did he pick the Falcons? Oh, he picked the Falcons. Wow. That tells you everything you need to know. He needs to pick against the Chargers every freaking week, dude. That's what's going to get us a Super Bowl ring right there. If he picked, and then he picked, oh, wait, no. Oh, he picked the Vikings all of a sudden.
He picked the Dolphins too, Dan.
Damn it. He cursed me there. Oh, you know what? That's another game I lost actually from our pick. So I've lost 2 games. Damn, Cincy. That's hilarious, though. That's exactly how you win on Sunday. Have Gilberto pick against your team. And he picked the Ravens. Oh, that's going to be hilarious. I can't wait to see that.
Oh, well, the Ravens are actually up to 9-0 on the Eagles.
Yeah, but 9-0. 9-0 is nothing. It's probably barely the first quarter.
Can you imagine, Dan? He picked the Falcons.
That's hilarious to me. I'm going to give him so much shit on Tuesday.
So going back to the fake punt, going back to it, I was telling Dan this when we were watching it. I'm like, why wouldn't you do something like, why such a play that was only a 2 or like a yard throw? Like he was only a yard ahead of the sticks or ahead of the first down marker. Like, why wouldn't you do it down the field a little bit more or try something? Why? I don't know. I just thought it was a bad play. All of that was just bad.
Yeah, it did not look good at all. I couldn't believe it.
Like, I thought if they were going to fake it, they were going to do something more creative with it, but that was just a really bad play.
Especially the way the defense had been playing, like, just pin them deep, play field position. Yeah. I was like, my God, your offense hasn't done much. Defense has been the one carrying the whole season. Play field position. Don't put them in a bad spot. You already put them in a bad spot when you fumbled the football. So
yeah, no, I thought it was really.
Move. It was a bad move, 100%. You can't be doing that. We're not that good enough.
Jim had this to say after the game.
Great job, Joe Hortiz. Just those are gifts. Lad's a gift from the football gods. and Joe Alt and Cam and Marcus May. How about that? I mean, just beautiful thing.
That's beautiful. That's hilarious. The football gods, baby. Maybe it's our time, Frau. They're gonna smile on us. We'll see.
Dan, that offense is like,
oh, it's bad. Dude.
Like
it's
if with J.K. Dobbins had a Band-Aid on it, like now it just, and it's funny because I felt,
I don't even think they could put up points on the men's flag football league or full flag football team for the Olympics, dude. They look that bad. One of the comments was interesting. They're like, how bad is DJ Chark that he can't get playing time over QJ? That to me has been like the interesting thing also. Like you really, if it's not knowing the playbook, just tell him the route. Just tell him the route. Let's see if he's got something. But you're not going to know unless you throw him out there, honestly. He's even, he hasn't, Jalen Rager's ahead of him on the depth chart, too, which is interesting.
Dan, a little while ago, Jets cornerback DJ Reed tweets out, NFL officiating, you effing suck.
Hilarious.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'all selves.
I couldn't agree more. And the funniest part, he'll get
he deleted it already, though, but.
Yeah, of course, because he can get a little receipt that he's going to get fined. But they are the worst. They're terrible.
But yeah, the fake punt to me was a little like, why are you doing that? Yeah, Cooper, we mentioned Tony earlier. Tony was
great game.
Tony was honestly, let me see what Tony ended up, my former high school classmate. Tony ended up with 8. Wow. Troy Dye, 14 tackles. Derwin James, 10 tackles. Deion Henley, 10 tackles. Tony Jefferson, 8 tackles. Definitely a very good performance from all those guys. That was also something that we had mentioned, that against the Bengals and against the Raiders, or against the Ravens, they were doing bad at tackling. Yes, today there was the Ray McLeod 60-yard reception. Yeah. That was just Tarheeb. Tarheeb felt it at that point. Yeah, Tarheeb was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a third one and a second pick six." So he definitely got trigger happy with that one. But and you can't blame him. But that was just a good move by Ray McLeod, and obviously gets him up to the 60-yard line. But that was definitely funny to see. Going to Cooper's question, he says, "What's up with Asante Samuel Jr.?" They're not, Cooper. It's really tough nowadays to get anything out of any of the players or anything, because everybody's so tight knit, so quiet down. But it's Asante. I mean, I think Jim was asked this week, and he said he doesn't know if he'll come back this season. So that's not good news surrounding him. Yeah. But what'd you say?
I said that's crazy. What was his injury? Or whatever,
shoulder, but it might have happened during practice. So that's pretty, and especially it's bad for him because he's a free agent in the offseason, so he's not going to be able to do that.
Put any tape out there,
that's what, 6 straight game, 10 total tackles for Henley, and then
he's been over the field too. Derwin was all over the field, like. The defense, they get after it, dude. They get after it. They're hunting.
Yeah. No, Dennis. But that gives you another player, and you don't have to count on what's his name, Jazier Taylor, as much, because they're still playing him a lot. But and Hart, who knows when he's going to be healthy. So I think if the Chargers are able to get both of those guys back for the Chiefs game, that's going to be huge. Denzel and Cam Hart, that definitely gives you a lot more room to play with, because you can put Tarheeb in the slot. You can move guys around. That was one thing that I actually did not like about today's game. They kept on putting Drake London in the slot, and the Chargers would have, at the beginning of the game, they would have a linebacker on him. I'm like, what? Like, why are you guys doing that? Like, why not throw a corner in there and try and go at him? So I definitely, Dennis, he had a big what was it? Tackle for what was it? He didn't sack Kirk Cousins, right? He Jazier.
I can't see the comments. Who?
Jazier Taylor.
No, I think he did sack him, or he hurried.
No, he knocked it down. Yeah, he hurried him up and he knocked it down. So
Like you gotta hurry. I think it'll crucial hurry.
Yeah, and going back to Jeffrey, the one thing I've noticed about Christian is that he kind of does better against bigger receivers than he does the smaller ones. So that might help him next week when they have to face DeAndre Hopkins. And that's the thing. If Cam Hart comes back, you don't have to rely on Fulton and Tarheeb to be directly on Juju and DeAndre. You can move them around. You can do more with them. You can move them around in the slot. So
it's Sunday Night Football right next week.
Sunday Night Football.
That's the worst, dude. I hate waiting all day to watch these.
So guys, for that game, we'll jump on as soon as the game's over. We'll probably jump on and you guys can come in and
I won't forget my last time.
Yeah. We'll see what your guys' thoughts are after that game. And the Chiefs aren't playing good football whatsoever. Ooh, Chiefs week. He better come on this week. I'm gonna
Nate
text him
Taylor
right now. I'm gonna be like, Nate, you better not. Not. Like I'm gonna try and get our compa Nate Taylor on this week to talk Chargers.
Chargers Chiefs.
The
real question is
Chris Rim on McConkey's knee injury. He said he would figure out the extent of it tomorrow.
Oh geez, he had a knee injury.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude, if he really, he's gonna be throwing the ghost out here.
Here is Alex with a good one. Dan, you ain't waiting all day for Sunday night, Dan?
No, not when the Chargers play. No, I'd rather 10 a.m. Let's get it over with. I don't want it because then if they play like shit, I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep for a little bit.
This is what Herbert has to say about the defense.
It's awesome, to have a defense that's playing like that. It's great for a team. We won because of the defense today, and we got to do a better job as an offense, like you said. We'll have to take a look at the film, see where we can get better and improve. But a huge shout out to the defense for playing the way they did today.
Yeah, for real, dude. We need
to have a defense that's playing like that. It's great.
My bad.
I was about to say, they need to figure it out on offense, dude. Like, it's one thing to not put up points, and it's another thing to not put up points and go 3 and out every drive. Like, that's a problem. You got to be able to sustain drives, eat clock, something, dude. Like, my God.
Yeah, that
that'll catch you too. The defense will get gassed being out there so long,
Yeah, no, that was definitely bad. They need more of that. Especially with, like you said, I mean, these next few weeks, the offense is gonna need to put some points up because it's not gonna be easy going up against
on the road going against everyone's
Chiefs,
favorite.
But then you come here, you come back, you're gonna have to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's gonna be a hard out, and then you also play the Broncos on a short week.
Yeah.
So they need to they're gonna need to be able to do that. But I actually couldn't believe that that no other skilled position player put in anything. And I get it. They have 2 really good safeties in Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons, but to only put up 30 yards.
My God, dude.
I thought Quentin would have more. I thought Quentin was going to have kind of a bounce back game. Why are you looking like that?
Buddy, I don't know what you did. I don't know.
I thought he was going to have a bounce back game, to be honest.
But like the problem is like
Brett is right. AJ Terrell is really good. Yeah, I know he had
who?
AJ Terrell, their corner. He just got paid in the offseason. He's good.
But like you can't how are you supposed to teach him day one things? You know what I mean? Like to catch the football when you're open. You get dude, like he had 2 hands on it today and he still dropped it. Like I just don't know. I don't know where to go from there. You know what I mean? Like if you can touch it, you can catch it. That's what I've always operated with. As a receiver, I'm sure that's what their thought is too. You can touch it, you can catch it. Put it within the frame. But my God, I don't know how, that's like day one basics. You're in the backyard with your dad or whoever. That's day one basics. Put your hands around the ball, tuck it away.
Can I, you guys know what's funny? You guys know, Dan, I'm sorry to
Jeez Louise.
Lay out your dirty laundry out there.
geez.
Do you guys know Dan's not allowed in Kansas City?
Yeah, right. They love me out there in Missouri.
This is when Dan went out to Kansas City. This is a video of him going out there and against Chiefs fans.
Oh, that.
There's Dan.
Getting booted for trying to rile them up in my Chiefs Freedom t-shirt. That's hilarious. They're the worst, dude. They're the worst, honestly. Like, I can't stand the Chiefs.
You know, Dan, and we'll get into it more, but they do look a little bit tired.
Dude, they've looked so shaky this year, and it's just a miracle they've inked out some of these.
We
wins.
have a video from Chris Rim, our compa Chris Rim. He just posted this video. Let's see what Lad McConkey had to say.
It didn't matter what how many catches, whatever. If we didn't get a win, it'd still be a long throwback home. That was the biggest thing.
And you often, like, it's kind of, I've talked to you, it's kind of hard to get you to talk about yourself a lot of times after these games, but, like, I mean, you said before you dreamed about games like that Bengals game, but, like, this is your third 100-yard receiving game. Like, do you think about the territory you're in, the stuff you're doing as a rookie?
Not too much, honestly. It's just like trying to go out there and produce for my team. It's like throw the ball away. I want to catch it, make a play. So that's kind of how I approach it. I don't go in and be like, oh, I need 100 this week. When it comes to me, make a play. It doesn't matter what
He's really humble.
That's well, you could tell he's the Justin Herbert guy right there. Justin's the same, dude. Justin's the same way, and that's why I'm sure they get along so well. But I mean, my God, like, he literally is the only threat on this offense. Like, well, obviously Herbert, but I mean, he has no one to throw it to. But I mean, like, again, I expect a lot of these guys to not be here next year. So everything they do this year is just house money, basically. I just need them to make the playoffs, obviously, for my bet and for other purposes. But
Robert, are you going? Robert D, are you going to the game on next Sunday?
Oh yeah, he's a Missouri guy. Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to the game.
Yeah, he's really been the only receiver to step up. Honestly, everybody else is just, my God, they have not.
He now has 3 performances of 100 yards or more. Against the Saints, he had 6 catches, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bengals, 6 catches, 123. Falcons, 9 catches, 117. So he definitely he's at 58 receptions for 815 yards and 4 touchdowns. So as of right now, if he's able to continue what he's doing, he might be able to get to 1,000 in his rookie season, which would be huge for the Chargers. And like we've been saying, Dan, if they can go out and get some playmakers for this offense, that just makes him more valuable. Because if you can get other guys because right now, I mean, no offense, but like nobody's really worried about everybody else. They are oh wow, Robert said he's not going. Last time I went, it was Herbert's injured game.
Oh, there you go. So
wow.
He's down. He's one for the team, dude.
Brett, are you going to the game? I don't know if my bad. Maybe you said that earlier. Are you going to the game, Brett? But yeah, I definitely think if you're able to get some playmakers around Lad then becomes even more of a playmaker. It definitely
well, he doesn't have all the pressure on him. I love what Alex says, by the way. Dan is CM Punk, Chiefs fans, or Jack Perry.
Let's see.
Oh, you're gonna Google it?
Kicksville. I hope I said that right.
I almost was.
Oh wow, Brett is on the same thing as Robert. I love it. He said, "I won't go to the game. Last time I went, it was the overtime loss when Keenan tore his ACL on the punt return." I love how you guys. I love how you guys say that. Dan, what do you think? Dan's like that too.
Oh yeah, cough drops and bomber jacket, and we're 4-0, baby. So 100%, I'm doing the same thing. I don't blame you guys at all.
Yeah,
but it's gonna. I just don't know. Like, what can you do really with these receivers? Like, It's just a who's who of my God, dude. How can one of you get open? Then they're not gonna have a JK, right, for Kansas City?
No. They would have him back for the
who knows what they're gonna do running the football also.
This is
that could be a brutal game.
Flipping hell. Oh, that's tough. Okay.
What?
Kirksville, Missouri.
Kirksville, Missouri.
Okay, cool. Oh, Eagles just scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
hold on. This is how my guy Brett and Robert are.
Me to get rid of the curse that hit with my car. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
That's one of the best clips of all time, dude. One of the best quotes from The Office.
Yeah, JK's out until the Patriots game, basically.
Yeah, but
I told you, if the Chargers are if the Chargers can go 2-2 in this next stretch and hold it together for JK to come back.
Oh yeah, you
would
be fine. Yeah, I think
they just need to win one more. Alex wants Leonard
Fournette. Yeah,
you know, speaking of that, I think they need to give Kimani Vidal more of a run. I think he only had, what did he have today? He had
like 3 carries. I think 3 carries.
He had 4 carries for 20 yards. That's 5. And then Gus Edwards had 6 for 32. That's a 5-point average.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they didn't run those guys a little bit more.
Telling you, all that just for men on Greg Roman's making them high for the game, dude.
Yeah, and next week's going to be really interesting against Kansas City. There was something else I was going to show you guys. I just
I'm sure now I know. Up in prime time too, because I'm sure Taylor Swift's going to be there and everything else. So.
Josh DeBow from the AP. More good news for the Raider fans. Raiders have clinched a last place schedule for 2025. They will be playing games last place teams in the AFC North, East, and the AFC North, the AFC East, and the NFC North. Oh my God! Hey, that means they're going to be playing the Bears. That's going to be definitely a tough get. Let me see real quick. Dan, right now we were just asked, I can't remember who asked it. Oh shoot, is the video? Hold on, Dan. Here it is. Okay, never mind, Dan. Keenan Allen last week was on a show called.
Oh yeah, I saw that clip.
I don't know. Oh, the cap something. I don't know. I can't see the sign. Yeah. But this is what Keenan Allen had to say on the show.
I will say this: I'm not playing in Chicago or I'm back to LA. We ain't going to it.
Right, we're not going to see you playing like for the Giants.
No. Definitely not the Giants.
That's hilarious.
I love that Keenan's in a position now where he can literally say, like, yeah, I ain't playing for the Giants, like F the Giants. So I definitely love that. I mean, honestly, if you guys have heard some of the conversations I've had with Keenan or even Gilbert and I have had with Keenan, there's some of the funniest conversations. Hopefully at the end, after the season, we can try and get him on. But
I think honestly, if the Chargers would have kept him or Mike and then paired with
no. See, that's what I've disagreed with some people who have said, well, Mike would be Mike could contribute.
I'm saying one or the other.
I understand that, but Mike is coming off the torn ACL. It would have been too much pressure on him.
Yeah, and then the money and everything else.
Today he didn't even register a catch.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike's coming off of see, next year Mike might be better. It'll be a year after the ACL tear. He's had a year under his belt and all that. So the Keenan Allen, I think if they ended up bringing him, and I know we're talking too much, but definitely if Keenan can come back on a cheap deal, that's going to be the thing there. If he can come back on a cheap deal, then he definitely would. No, Alex, I don't think he has any regrets on not taking the Keenan. From what I know about Keenan's a no regrets kind of individual. So I don't see him regretting it, but at the same time, I mean,
It does.
I definitely think that if he took a pay cut next year and came to the Chargers, I think the Chargers would welcome him back. But that doesn't also, I mean, you guys are saying Chargers, but that also, I mean, the Rams are in LA also. So who knows? Maybe the Rams try and pick him up. So
all I was getting at is you have no threat offensively in the receiving room except one person right now. So because you don't have another threat, all you need to do is key one guy. The other one will take himself out by dropping the football, and the other ones just won't come open. Like it's just crazy. It's almost like they dare him to throw it to one of these
Matt,
guys.
what's wrong with you? Leave him alone.
Let me look.
It was his recent one.
Oh,
Jay watched Where the Millers. Jay, I was about to watch that, but after
hilarious.
Dan's game and all the excitement and everything, I really fell asleep, so I couldn't even watch that. But I love Where the Millers. I think that's such a good movie. I love that you got that. What you
said, Matt?
Yeah, Matt said ship.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
God, Matt. But yeah, Dan, just the offense just needs to really, if they need to get it going. If not, they're gonna fall behind. And
that's the thing. This is like right now the Chargers have a team, and you discovered that against the Ravens. This is a team that can't play from behind. They need to get out early or keep it close early, because if their opponent gets out to any sort of lead, that's the game right there. They're not going to be able to come back, I don't think, really. With the players and the personnel they have on this team offensively, they can't do it. The defense will try and keep them in it as much as they can. But, I mean, when you're playing 2 times as many snaps as the offense, that's a problem because you're going to run out of gas at some point. So,
yeah, no, I definitely agree, Dan. Everybody who's in here, please like the live, hit the like button, please. It would definitely help us out a lot if you guys hit that like button. You guys have been really good with it.
Yeah.
And I understand this last week. I mean, it was Thanksgiving, so everybody was busy and everything. But we definitely appreciate all you guys that are in here. We love the community. You guys are awesome. Robert D. Athir's not here. Fire him. I'm sure Athir will come tomorrow.
Or what was it that he said on one of the lives?
He said what? Oh, yeah, that if they won the Super Bowl next year, he'd give us $5,000. I would love to see that. That would definitely be interesting. Dan, they're 8-4. I mean,
as ugly as it's been, they figured it
out.
So.
Are you hopeful that the Broncos lose tomorrow to the Browns? Famous James?
I hope Famous James can come out with a dub, dude. Get his pastor talk going pregame to get them all hyped up. Get out there, go get that dub, because they're right behind us. I think they're a game or 2 games behind us or something.
They are. They would be 2 games. If they lost tomorrow, they'd be 2 games behind the Chargers.
Oh, so it's 1 game. Okay, so it's 1 game.
Yeah. So,
but I think we'll beat them at home. I think the Chargers will beat them at home when that's.
Yeah, they should. They should be able to get them. But again, impressive game from Tarheeb Still. Impressive game from McConkey.
Stepping up.
Marcus May. By the way, I know Troy Dye, good game. Another person that had a good Derwin. I know everybody.
He was all over the
year. I know everybody's going to look at the interception. I want to look more on the. I think they were driving and they tried an the end around to Drake London, and Derwin sniffed it out and he tackled him, and they were able to force them to punt. Then on another one, I think that was Troy Dye or Dayon Henley that shot in and were able to stop him. So definitely a lot of heads up play by the Chargers today and the Chargers defense. I know Robert D. I know. They ran a lot. I mean, what's his name had 100 yards. I think the Chargers have given up 100 rushing yards in the last 3 weeks. Did they give one up to, let me see, Chargers, Bengals, box score. Oh, shoot. I think they may have given up 100 rushing yards to Chase Brown. They did not. 22 carries for 86 yards. So they gave up over 200 last week, and then today they gave up 116. So yeah, and Bijan Robinson at 102. So yeah, the Chargers do need to be better when it comes to that. But I mean, I get it. It is what it is. They live to fight another day. They're 8-4. That's better than I think a lot of people thought. I think a lot of the experts out there thought that they were gonna only win 8 games. So to be 8-4 right now is pretty big for the Chargers. But
yeah, right.
We will be back on Thursday, I believe. It'll either be Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah,
probably leaning more towards. Do you like riling people up and sending them over to Hilberto's?
Oh yeah, that's always a good time.
So you'd rather Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do it Thursday. I'm gonna try and get our compa Nate Taylor on to discuss everything that's been going on with the oh my God, Jeffrey goes, one of the refs got hurt at the Panthers game. Tough loss for the Chiefs. Brett, I don't know if Ashton Genty is gonna make it to where the Chargers are gonna draft, to be honest. But make sure you guys hit the like button. We will be back Thursday. I'm going to try and get Nate Taylor on. Hopefully he jumps on with us so we can talk everything Chiefs, see what he thinks. He wrote a really good piece, guys. I don't know if you guys checked it out after they barely beat the Panthers. He said that the Chiefs looked distraught after the game, that they couldn't believe that they barely squeezed it out. So yeah, I'm going to try and get Nate Taylor on. Hopefully our compa can jump on. If he can't jump on at the time that Dan and I are going to do it, then I'll probably just do a video with him on the side. We'll upload it and you guys can check it out. But Robert, Dan's focused on some other stuff, Robert D. That's why Dan's excited. Now they're going to the state champion semis. So Dan's excited about that. So
yeah, Robert, I'm a little preoccupied over here, my guy. Big things happening. Of course. I'm locked in, baby.
No, Brett, he's not becoming more graceful. He'll get loud again. He's focused right now on everything going on when it comes to all that. Huh, Dan?
Oh, 100%. I'm still locked in. I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. I got to get off and watch some film and probably start cutting some of this stuff up. So be a compa, fellow compa on to Kansas City, dude.
That's gonna be a big game this weekend, but yeah, Dan, just good luck this week, and we'll jump on again. Don't forget Thursday. Don't forget to hit the like button. You guys are amazing. Dan, Jesse Minter 2.0. You guys are awesome. But for the time being, Dan, why don't we get out of here?
Sounds good to me. On to Kansas City. Hopefully Swift Mania isn't there. Hopefully the 12th man doesn't come out. Have a great rest of your weekend. Get ready to go dominate the week, baby. And I'll end it with this because we didn't do it last week, I guess, obviously because they lost. Who's got it better than us?